Hey YouTube, Mike here. How we doing today? I hope we're all having a good weekend. Today I'd like to show you all some new toys that I picked up for the past 2 weeks. I haven't given any updates on what has come in, either from like the Tool Nut or the Fastcap, stuff I picked up at Woodcraft. My daughter graduated college, so we had a week of partying, and now I'd like to show you. Okay, basically I'm going to be building that Dungeons and Dragons table, and I needed some specialty stuff to build it. So between Fastcap and Rockler, I ordered a couple of things, and I also got some stuff from Milwaukee. So I'm going to start with this first thing that I'm going to pan the camera down and show you. This is from Calavera 5, the bags. I know I've showed you them before, but it's a system of 5 bags that come with this bracket that locks down onto the MFT table. It also comes with 2 other brackets, as you can see right here, that you can actually screw to the wall if you don't have the MFT table, and then that will fit right in. They sell it in with 2 bags or 5 bags. I have 4 bags here. We use these extensively, and if you look at my Instagram, Michael Latronico, my channel on Instagram, you'll actually see some photos we've taken of us using the bags at our job site. Okay, let me just get this back up here again. All right, we'll go with the Milwaukee stuff first. A guy I know is the manager of Milwaukee. Let me just pan this a little bit better. And he lets me know when some of the newer tools come out. So let me grab my cheat sheet here, and we'll go through. I do a bit of metalworking, and I did bring my chop saw, my cutoff saw, and I'm bringing my welder, but I purchased this 2635-20. It's an 18 volt, 18 gauge shear. We have the electric ones, and this is the new 9.0, and it is the 16.2 watt hour. We have this with our new Super Hog and our new hammer drills. Get about 3 hours of runtime with these things. It doubles the power of your Milwaukee tool, and it almost doubles the runtime. And it'll work on any tool to give it much more power and much more runtime. Battery's about $126, but what I ended up getting it with is this new circular saw, which is the 2731-20. Now, everything that I'm going to say, I'm going to provide it in the descriptions below. But this is their new 7¼ inch brushless motor. This thing came, I think it was $249. It came with the charger, a bag, and one 9.0 battery, and the circular saw. It's got a light. It's got somewhat of a brake on it too. I know, I'm a big Festool fan, and they do have the 18 volt. It just couldn't justify, again, the price for it. This thing, the reviews that I've read on it, and the contractors that have used it, love the tool. So I picked it up, and I haven't even tried it out. I basically mounted the blade and just showing it to you. Okay, let me just put these over here. The next thing that I purchased, and we do have the older model, is the 6232-20, the deep cut bandsaw. But what I'm going to do with this, and if you look at my Instagram, Michael Latronico, you'll see a video that we posted on Friday. I helped my son clean up his copper and brass, his Mungo, so that he can junk it this week. And I took the older version and clamped it through with a chain vise, so it held it like this. Clamped the trigger on, and now you have a vertical bandsaw. And there's quite a few people out there, you could see videos of people that have done it, have gone even to the extreme of mounting this. But I'm going to make this into a mount where it'll sit down, clamp the trigger, and now I can run steel tubing through this like a bandsaw, but also able to take it out and use it as a portable bandsaw. But it's their deep throat one. It has about almost 5¼ inches of cut, where the other one had about 3½ inches. All right, let me get this out of the way. All right, we'll go with these track pads, because we're going to build one. This is from Fastcap. And basically, here's the nails. Basically, they come in, you make sets of 4. And they're just like those little triangles. But these, you cut 2¼ by 2¼ pieces of wood. Whatever thickness you want. This happens to be 3/4. And it basically makes, as you can see how hard I'm pushing this, pretty much an immovable pad. You get enough in one package for 4 of them, and we're gonna build one. They give you 4 nails, double pin nails that you can drive in to the center to keep whatever you're painting or staining off of the surface. Okay, let me pan this over to the chop saw, and we'll build one quick. I already have the chop saw set for 2¼ by 2¼ Now, I did cheat a little bit. I pulled the paper back. It's their speed tape. I don't have nails. And I even think a person with nails is going to have a hard time pulling this back. So it is a little bit of a nuisance. Basically, you just peel back. It has the speed tape already on it. Align the pad. A little bit of my body pressure. The other side. A little body pressure. And there you go. There's your pad. Now, there is a little extra. You can use a razor knife and trim it down, but eventually it'll probably most likely wear out. But that's your pad, and you're able to make 4 of them from one box. Okay, let's move on. All right, the second thing I picked up is these safe cut, a 4-footer and a 2-footer. Basically, what it does is it guards your hand from when you're cutting. So instead of it having your fingers exposed, your fingers are now below and behind this guide to make your cut. Now, they sell them in different interval lengths, and I'll provide you with the in the description. They also make a connector that slides into the little groove that you can connect whatever sizes you want. Then they make this. It's actually a guy that invented this, Izzy, and he has a YouTube channel. Basically what it does is it's a guide that mounts onto the safe cut rule. And you can take a piece of 1/2 inch and screw it. There's a stop built into it. Screw it down, a plate, put your router, and now you can track your router down this pad. I mean the ruler. But I bought them basically for cutting like the Kaizen foam, but I did pick this up with the connector in case I ever needed it. And just a piece of 1/2 inch wood, if you see, there's a little stop right there that the piece of wood will get mounted onto. See the stop right there? And then that clips right into the back. Pretty nice piece of ABS plastic, and there's even a pointer for the ruler that you can actually track down and see the numbers if you want to start and stop your router in a center groove. All right. These here, and I'm going, like I said, I'm going to be using a cheat sheet. Not trying to say I know everything here, but these things here, let me just get to the, here we go. They're called a flip bolt by Fastcap. This is the flip bolt template. You're going to join a countertop together. You're basically going to straight cut, route a hole out, and they make a 4.5 and a 3.5. These are 3.5. They come in bags of 25. Basically what it does, you put this down, they have 4 screw holes countersunk already in it. And basically you're taking, after you straight cut it, let me do it this way first. And I'm not going to flip it because I'm actually going to, once you make that straight cut, you get it into the groove and then you push this bar down, which draws the joint together. There's a few companies on the market that make it, and even you can look on Festool has a similar connector, but you know, for, what is it, the template's $11 and these were about $1.09. Very inexpensive. So if you have any board that you have to flip together, especially like a countertop, then this thing works great. Also, as you can see, they give you, if you're going to do separate, this is the 4.5 to 3.5, but if you're going to do separate on a board, you can actually do it separately. So you have the left and the right. All right, let me go over with this Artisan. I'm going to have to put some accents on this table, and I found this through Fastcap. It's a mortising tool. And let me get to the cheat sheet. Here we go. These are called Artisan inserts. Basically, they trim out the ends of pieces. So what this thing does, and I already played with it, the mallet here, we can make sure we're in camera. This tool, which is almost like, it's almost like a mortising bit without the drill bit in the center. And if you ever looked at the backs of like colonial chairs, they have these accent pieces at the top for the backrest. Well, they used to mortise those in. This thing does the same thing, but all you need is this tool. So basically, you're going to measure out what you want, hammer it in, and it's not going to be straight. This is their Artisan hammer. It's a Japanese style hammer. You're going to, a little bit of glue, put it into, and tap it in. And it's, like I said, it's not straight, it's almost only for demonstration purposes. That's what it's going to look like. So picture a board for a bed, a headboard, a chair, and you could do these little accents on the corners. They're paintable and stainable. Just add a little glue, they stay in. And you could remove them if you happen to have them a little, so see, they pop right out. When you buy the mortising tool, they give you, I think, 20 of them, and then you can buy them in bags of 50. The sizes are 5/16 and 3/8. These are the 3/8 ones. 5/16 probably were going to be a little bit too big for what I needed for. Okay, and the Artisan hammer, it's a nice little hammer. Very well machined, and it's a replica of a Japanese style hammer. All right, for Rockler. Set this away. Oh, let me finish with Fastcap. These two little planes. One is a 1/16 inch radius plane, and the other is a smoothing plane. The radius plane let's get that first. gives a little 1/16 inch radius. Now this is knotty pine, not going to come out, but looking good. But picture that on a nice piece of pine or maple, even oak. The other one is a smoothing plane. Look at that. The shavings this thing does. It's a new, it's not in that catalog. So I can't, I'll have to look up new, but I mean, I wish you could feel it. Very smooth. It's a new product, so like I said, I don't have it in that catalog. I can't even tell you what the prices were, but I think they were around like in the $20 range for these two, each. Okay, I think that's it from Fastcap. Okay, from Rockler, I picked up one of their glue bottles. I got some large surfaces to glue, squeeze, roll the glue right onto the surface. You've seen them, probably a ton of you have them, but it was probably, I think this was like $4 from Rockler. Room here. What I really needed from Rockler was the tapering jig. I already set it up for the saw stop. I zero clearance the end. The board is bigger. You have to assemble the whole thing. So you're putting these anti-skid pads on, you're putting the ruler on, you're putting all the lockdowns on, the handle, and basically you just adjust this to whatever size taper that you want, say 1 to 4, lock it down. Comes with the T-rail already on. They give you a tiny little screwdriver to adjust the nylon bushings for this, adjust the slop inside of your square, your track. Nice tapering jig, very well made. It's the 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch jig style plywood. Okay, the other thing I got from Rockler is this clamp it. I bought 2 of them, 90 degree. They did not send this. I had the black spacer pieces separate. But basically, as you can see, you can screw it to a board or screw it to your table at a perfect 90 degree. It also takes a 1/4 inch bolt here and here. And you just align your 2 pieces, tighten it up, put your one on the top, and now you got a nice 90. Pocket hole, nail, screw. These were, I think, under $10 for each of them. And the jig piece, I'll add that to the description. All right. And actually, there's the 2 of them. This is a Woodpecker product. It is the freehand guide. You have to totally assemble it. Basically what it does, and I happen to have a Woodpecker lift in my Craig router table. So these 2 screws will either bolt down or they give you these lockdowns that will go through it. And basically, it goes into and over your router, and now you can freehand through it with a protective guard and a vacuum. So you could do your freehanding, rounding over, trimming. By Rockler. It's by Woodpecker through Rockler. It's a freehand guide. All right. Also, from Veritas, I'm going to start to do some hand-cut dovetails. I actually went to one school class in Woodcrafters, and I picked up these templates that will give the angles. One is a 1/8 and one's a 1/16. And basically, what it does is it gives you your dovetail angle on your board. And I picked up over there, I got a dovetail saw, and I'm waiting on the chisels. to come, some Japanese chisels to do it, and a saw. I really want to do, I have a porta cable dovetail jig. I really don't like setting it up, and I really like doing hand-cut dovetail. Frank Klaus, look at his videos. The man is God when it comes to dovetailing. The guy does a 3-minute dovetail, 2 boards, 3 minutes, hand cuts it. Paint grade, but unbelievable. He beat a machine. Watch his videos, Frank Klaus on YouTube. Older German gentleman, beautiful, beautiful shop. Uses pretty much all hand tools. But these were like $30 a piece. But they're nice because they give you the exact angle of the dovetail. All right, what else? Oh, okay, from Woodpecker. These are 90-degree clamping. So they're 6-inch clamping squares. Now, this is one I picked up, J-E-V-O-N-S, Janvos. It's a clamping square. They were probably about $10, $12. Gives it, you know, you give it when you're gonna do a 90-degree. But these are from Woodpecker. Very well precision engineered, CNC'd, anodized aluminum. You can screw them down, just like with this one, you can screw it down also. But it gives you a perfect 90-degree. You can also use it to check square after you assemble the board. But you clamp it, clamp the other board, and then you can screw it however you are going to assemble. But this is ones I probably bought over 10 years ago, and they serve me well. Nice, they are. I checked them. They are pretty square to each other. Like I said, these were probably about $10. These are probably around $40, $50 for the set. Okay. I think that's it for the Fastcap. The other thing that I want to show you is what I received from TSO Products. Now, I'm going to take the camera off in a minute. I'm going to show you an assembly, and we're going to do the editing tonight of a build that I did yesterday. But I want to show you this product. This is this is their newest product called the MTR-18. It is the big daddy for the GRS-16 and the GRS-16PE. Let me just grab the pieces over here and quickly show you what this thing does. Sorry, I should have had this thing staged. I didn't want to make a long video of this. Basically, this comes with this piece that will turn this into a square. It comes with the Allen keys, and it comes with the screws. So now you have a square that will square up anything at a 90 or a 45. But you have to remove this to use it with its accessory package. Now they make 2 versions of them. This is kind of like the Mac Daddy of it. They come with, now there's 4 of them, but I'm only going to show for 3. Also, you could use it on both sides. They both have the laser etched on both sides. Very well precision machined, CNC'd, anodized aluminum. You basically screw these pegs into the bottom. Like I said, you can do it on both sides. And now it turns it into a perfect square for 45, 190. Now, say you want to cut angles. This thing is designed to work on the MFT table, whether it's your MFT, MFT3, whatever. What this thing will do, and you can reference it from both sides. So like I said, you can do it this way because it flips. So like I say, we're going to do it from here. you take this bar, put it through the door. Now, these things are machined for 20 millimeter. They will not fit. I have that rolling assembly table. Those are 3/4. So this is machined for 20 millimeter. I guess you guys can see where we're getting at here. Now you have angles, but there's indexing at 90, 75, 67 and a half, 60, 45, 30, 22 and a half, 15, and 0. So say you want to do a 30-degree angle, you put this pin in, and now you have a perfect 30-degree angle that you can cut and repeat. Now they also have made, and they are sending me to, speed knobs that will lock. These are in the MFT. So now if you're going to do repeated cuts, it's locked down. I mean, there's very little slop in it, but you can index this at anything. You want to do a 15-degree angle, you want to do a 45. That's it. And you could do it from both sides of the table, just by flipping it to the other side. Line up your dog holes. And I have it backwards. Now we're right. Because there's a pointer on it. That will point at whatever angle, if you're not indexing, it has a pointer on it. Very well made accessory for your MFT table. Okay, let me just take this camera off a second and show you what we built yesterday, and it will be a video, a full build video. I needed some more storage, and I had room underneath the MFT table. That was the old drill press stand, and now I built that, but that thing goes back 28 inches. That's got the 16 and 7/8 opening. I'm either going to do a 1 sustain, a 2, and 2 1s, or maybe 3 1s or 4 1s will fit in there with the SYS drawers. But in the back, I put the Kaizen boxes. And in here, I'm keeping all of my cabinet hardware. I got 3 empties, and anything that I need for my jigs will be here in the back. And then I was able to put the vacuum pump foot pedal to get it off the floor, my anti-friction mat, and my vacuum pump, which I'm going to raise up off the floor. A little easier for me to get the switch when I'm doing the edge banding. Okay. Okay, YouTube. I did post a video yesterday, and I did explain that I'm having, and for anybody new that's seeing it, let me just grab it. I had stickers made up. It's going to be this top sticker right here. I should get them by next week. I'm going to include my email address. If you'd like me to send you a sticker for free, just email me. Don't put your email in the comments. I don't want you to get like weird emails. Just email me with your contact information. And any questions, you got any questions, just shoot me an email. And I'll be more than happy to send you a sticker. I also had shirts made for myself so that I'm not wearing that company shirt anymore, or another shirt that's got Mike's Woodshop on it. So, again, thank you very much for all the subscribes. I hit I'm over 500 now. All the likes and all the comments, and again, I will answer every single comment. I really do appreciate the comments and all the questions. Okay, YouTube, you have a nice video, have a nice weekend, and I will see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.